Surf's Up. Haha, the Beach Boys are coming, folks. Cookie Amerson had a very interesting time talking to one of the Beach Boys, who has now recorded a solo album. So let's get to that, and a little bit later, we'll be with James Bacon.
Just finished the Carl Wilson solo album about, I guess it was about 3 months ago now, and I hadn't really thought of doing a tour until the album came out. And then my manager, Jerry Schilling, I was in his office one day, and he just, you know, proposed the idea to me, and it sounded like a real good idea.
Mm-hmm. This is the first time that you've done an album by yourself.
That's right.
The other guys, a couple of the other guys have done albums by themselves, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Dennis had a solo album out in '77, and Michael made one, but it never got to release.
Mm-hmm. You are still a Beach Boy. Oh. We will still see you traveling with the Beach Boys. Now, also, you're really known for doing a lot of your ballads and that sort of thing. Can we expect to hear Beach Boys music, or will this be something different, or what exactly will we hear on your album?
Well, it's a lot funkier than Beach Boy music, and it's rougher around the edges. I wanted to make a real simple record, and I told our producer, Jimmy Guercio, that I wanted to cut like with 3 pieces and have it be real simple. And he said, well, that's really hard to make that sound right, but we went for it anyway, and it came out really good.
Two of you get together?
Well, we'd known each other for a while, and when Carl decided that he'd like to do an album, he just asked me if I'd like to write some lyrics. And of course I said no, because I was scared. I said, sure, I'll give it a try, and I did, and it just happened naturally. We just worked well together.
How did you decide you made such a good team?
Well, we were just trying it out, really. It was a thing where I went up to their house and sat down with the guitar and started playing the guitar riffs and humming the melodies, and we recorded it on your little cassette machine, and she worked with it for a couple of days. And then as the album went on more, she'd make up the lyrics while I do the melodies, and then on one of them, Bright Lights, on the album, she did the lyrics first, and I made up the melody after she had the words already.
Mm-hmm. Now, Myrna, you traveled with Elvis for several years as a sweet inspiration. How would you say he contributed to your musical career?
Just probably not musically. More, I just loved the man as everybody else did, and I think I just got more of a feeling for working for big audiences and things like that. But the music has no relation to Elvis's at all, I wouldn't think, except that it's rock and roll. You know, that's the only connection there.
Both of you are accustomed to playing to large audiences. Have you considered what the differences will be when you start to play the small clubs that I understand that you're going to play?
I think the audience will be more present for us, because it's, you know, there's small rooms and just a few hundred people, and we'll have eye contact, and we're really excited. I think we're a little tiny bit nerved out about it, but we're real excited.
How long will this tour be?
15 dates.
15 or 16.
It's 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Over 3 weeks.
Oh, I see. So what's coming up for the Beach Boys this summer? I mean,
well, I suspect we'll be around. You know, the group loves to play outdoors, and it seems to be a real good time in the summer for us because late every spring the radio stations start playing our music again, no matter what. So it's neat.
Do you plan like a follow-up album together or anything of this?
Yeah. Fair to say I'm anxious to get back and try it again. I'd like to try to cut live.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, could be neat.
Is this a first here? We've never
Yeah, it's
Something out here? You got an exclusive.